For KDSJ Local Sports, I'm Clayson Davis reporting. The new 2026-27 SDHSAA football classifications were released last month, and among all the changes, Lead-Deadwood is the latest team in the Black Hills Conference to drop to 9AA in the past two football cycles, joining Hill City. For more information about the change, I am now joined by Lead-Deadwood head football coach Micheal Barnaud. Coach, what were your initial thoughts when you heard that Lead-Deadwood would be dropping to nine-man football?
I mean, going down to nine-man, it presents a major challenge. The perception that, well, it's going down a level will be a lot easier. I'm like, well, in some ways, yes, in some ways, no. It'll represent some schematic major changes that we've already had to look at, defensively especially, because you just need to. It's a different game, like the nine guys on a field. It changes conceptually how you need to play defense, and so we have to adjust to that. There's going to be some trial and error in this, so we're going to be learning as we go. And so, so there's going to be some major challenges. We are excited about it. It'll be a lot of new competition. Teams we haven't played or teams we haven't played in a long time. Hill City was a team, Bennett County possibly. We haven't seen the schedule yet, but my understanding is that we will be playing proximity-wise. That's their top priority in scheduling nine-man, as I understand it, is they go off the proximity, which if that's the case, we certainly have a lot of quality teams that have come up, especially in recent years. Bennett County has improved a lot. Hill City is a lot better. And Hardin County's there. Wall just won the state championship, and they just ran over their whole schedule, so they're always tough. So you have it won't be easy. I guess the main thing I'd like people to know is it's not going to be, well, we made it, we can go down. So it's a major challenge.
What do you say were the major decisions you had to make that you felt like it was best for your team to move down into the nine-man ranks?
Well, the truth is no decisions have had to be made in terms of personnel. Like we need to see, our first year was good, getting to know the guys, getting to know their skill sets, their talents, and what they're good at, and mentality-wise, what do they respond to, what do they not respond to. So that was a major challenge there. But in terms of schematic changes, defensively, we're still working through it. We're trying to keep as many things as possible consistent, while also understanding we're going to have to make some changes in terms of how we play the game. So, but the truth is, no major decisions have been made yet. The offense will look similar, but we hope to have a lot better execution, and we want to have a lot vastly improved concepts with what we're doing. We learned a lot on that side of the ball. Defensively, we set a standard, I think, last year with that side of the ball, and where we kind of expect to play well on that side. That was our strength last year. That's how we were able to be competitive in the games we played. I thought we made marked improvements from the season prior in terms of competitiveness. We only were on the receiving end of one mercy rule last year, and the circumstances surrounding that game were not ideal for sure. But the truth is, no major decisions have been made.
How much experience do you have with the nine-man game?
Well, I coached 2 years of it back in 2007 and 2008 when I started my coaching career at Lower Brule. So I'm familiar with the game. I have coached it before, but it has been a long time since I was involved in it. And I do remember a lot of the things we did back then and how we thought the best way to approach defense was. But those were different kids, and I have different kids now, and we have to see what we can do and what do we think plays to our strengths.
And finally, Coach, what athletes do you feel like will benefit from the switch from 11 to 9-man with your team?
Well, there's several athletes that are going to be major parts of what we're going to do next year. Blake Jansen, I expect to have a great season as our number one receiver. We plan to use him in the passing game as the primary driver of it. Defensively and offensively, I expect Ryan Silvernail to have an expanded role on offense And then on defense, I expect him to pick up where he left off, which was at a high level over there. He made major improvements from the summer through to the end of the year, so I expect big things there. And Zade Seaman, we hope to get him back healthy this next year. He's a major part of what we do, and he was a great player as a freshman. He struggled with injury. We didn't have him the first 5 games last year, and then when we did get him back, you could tell he's still dealing with that issue. So we're hoping to get him back, and he will certainly be a big part of the picture. And then the last guy that I would say right now who's going to be a big part of it is Garrett Rampepaugh. I think Garrett has a major skill set that we like on both sides of the ball. Defensively, he was a force. He quietly had a great season last year. I think he was kind of overshadowed last year by his brother Brady, and so he wasn't. People didn't really give him as much of the top billing, but he quietly led the team in sacks. He had a lot of tackles for loss. Did a lot of good things. So Garrett's another one that we expect a major improvement out of.
Awesome. Well, Coach, thanks for joining us to discuss 9-man football and Lead-Deadwood's transition to the 9-man game, and looking forward to seeing the Golddiggers with some more success next season.
Thanks for having me.